Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am here today to answer one question, a question raised by pretty much everybody that's trying out Rift or has come back to Rift in the last couple of months. Is Rift pay to win? Now, I'm going to quickly talk you through this of why Rift is not pay to win. Exactly. So, imagine, I'm some bomb-ass level 60 hotshot who's just, dinged. And luckily, I was born into the Daddy Warbucks family from Annie, some sort of descendant from that. And I've got a big strapping pile of cash ready to buy my way into the max gear. So, for example, just opening the Rift store at the moment, you can see this gear is available through purchase for both in-game currency and also credits. Now, credits can be bought with real money. So, as you can notice, all this blue gear is available with credits. Also, you can upgrade this blue gear from stuff that you can also buy with credits. But this gear on its own is starter level 60 stuff. It's not very good. It's sort of the basics that you have. You can get any of this gear by just doing activities really quickly when you reach level 60. The Chronicle drops this stuff. Expert Dungeons drop this stuff. And I mean, if you look in some of the other videos, I tell you how you can get into Expert Dungeons in 30 minutes of being level 60. It's not too hard to do. So let's go down to some of the more higher level gear. Look, there is no option for buying it with credits. You cannot buy it with credits. You have to go out, actually do the raids, and earn it. Now that goes the same for pretty much everything else. I mean, I'm just going to have a bit look at the armor bundles. It's pretty much the same story there. You've got the starter blue gear that you can upgrade as well. And also the amount to upgrade it is just so damn expensive. It's not even worth it. You're far, far better off just, actually playing the game as opposed to spending money on, this kind of stuff. I don't even kind of see why this is here. It's far easier to just actually play the game. And you'll notice once again this is all the sort of best in slot gear, the max level at the moment. Actually, isn't even the best gear in game. The best gear in game at the moment drops from Grim Awakening, which is a T2 raid. This is tier 1 gear that's sold, and this can only be brought with in-game currency. All the tier 2 items, there is no currency to buy them. You need to go in Grim Awakening, defeat very, very challenging bosses, and actually earn that gear for yourself. Now, let's have a look at other stuff, like essences. Now, a lot of you may be looking at some of the best in slot essences. Once again, the glorified ones from Torvin Hunters, they do have credits next to them, but they're glorified, which is the second best of the Torvin Hunters rep, so that's sort of second to the Verinated, which the Verinated is the very best. Now, you can buy the glorified ones with credits. There's probably no point in doing that, because if you've ground all the way out to glorified, you're going to want to continue on to Verinated. And not only is there no option to buy it with credits, also you need to actually physically go out and farm the reputation. There is no sort of bypassing reputation or faction rules. Same goes with pretty much all the other faction enchants, runes, etc. You'll actually need to play the game and also get the enchants. So, pretty much to get any of the best gear, enchants, and get pimped, you're gonna have to play the game. I mean, there are small things you can pay for convenience. Now, let's have a quick look. If you go into boosts, you can buy token tablets, greater experience files. Now, one thing I'd like to point you towards the tokens tablets, it does not apply to Frozen Eclipse Stones or Warlord's Marks. Now, for those of you who aren't too familiar, those are the best currencies in game. So, even if you do spend a bit on them, you're not going to get any sort of bonus when it comes to the best currencies. The only currencies you're going to get an increase on are the stuff that you can buy in the store for credits anyhow. So, you know, there's not really too much point in buying them unless there's maybe saying, you know, for example, notoriety. There's a faction that's not particularly nice to grind. You could possibly buy a vial to speed it up a bit. So that is pretty much it. You know, Rift is not at all pay to win. You can't buy the best items in game with your big pile of money. However, with your big pile of money, you might be able to bribe a friend or your mum into playing Rift for you. But otherwise, you won't be able to take your big pile of money, go to the Rift store, and spend out all the money and expect to be the best guy in game. It's not going to work. You're going to actually have to play the game. It's an amazing model what they've done. It's an amazing game. Give it a try. I hope this answered any questions that you may have had about Rift being pay to win, because it is not. If you have any doubts or anything, please leave them in the comments below. I will be more than happy to clear up any misconceptions you may have about the free-to-play model. I hope you have learned something from this video. And if not, I have just stolen 6 minutes of your life that you are never going to get back. So, thanks for watching, and feel free to like this video. Kind of. That's probably going to go the opposite. People are going to dislike it. People!